Okay, I'm going to run a speed test of the STARLINK Mini. I'm going to vary the DC input voltage and drop it down to see if how low I can go in voltage and still have a decent internet speed. It's just a cheap one I bought for 19 bucks. It's brand new. Okay, I've got the dish here aiming north. It's on the lawn chair. It's about 11 feet away from my little hokey test setup here. There's an insulator. But anyways, so I'm going to vary the DC voltage with the linear supply. I'm going to start at 18 volts and then drop it down and do internet tests here. And this is on a Macintosh. And I've got the Wi-Fi enabled. Okay, in this test I'm going to explore how low a voltage you can go before you can't do a download or upload with a 5-meter 18 wire gauge cable from a DC power supply to the STARLINK Mini. So I've got a laptop and I'm measuring the download speed with Google. So I've got all these 18 volt tests. Here's the download and upload speed. Then I quickly went through and drop the voltage real quick to figure out where it poops out. So I got 14.2 volts DC. This is an download speed, upload 13.2, download, upload 12 volts. I got a download, no upload, it lost the Wi-Fi. So I had to go through and find the Wi-Fi again on the laptop after I increased the voltage. So I got 13.1 volts DC into the cable. This is a download, upload, drop the voltage here. 12.4 it worked. 12.2 I got a download, but then on the upload it lost the link. So I had to go through and turn off the Wi-Fi, turn it back on again on the laptop. And I went up to 13.3 volts. See, this went up 1/10 of a volt. Was able to get a download and an upload. Kept the voltage the same, got a download and upload. Dropped 1/10 of a volt, got a good download, upload barely going through. Then I went and repeated the test again, and it bombed out. I lost the Wi-Fi. So I went up from 12.2, went up 1/10 of a volt. I still couldn't establish, turning the Wi-Fi link on and off in the laptop, I couldn't connect. So I went up another 1/10 of a volt, 12.4, and it was able to connect. I got a download and an upload. Dropped down 1/10 of a volt, was able to get a download and an upload. Dropped down to 12.2, I got one download and upload. It was fairly slow. Dropped to 12.0, and it croaked here on the upload. Went back up to 12.5 and established the Wi-Fi on the laptop. Got a download and a real good upload. Now for kicks, I went back up to 30 volts, which is the stock voltage I use for the wall wart. Got a really good download and a good upload. So it looks like if you're just downloading, it went all the way down. It croaked here to 12.2. Was the only time that it actually died, and then I had to go back up to 12.4. But if you're going to upload, here it died at a 12, this died at a 12.2, there's another 12.2 to 12.0. It draws roughly about 45 to 38 to 45 watts on my watt meter. So it looks like if you're just going to download, you can go probably 1/10 of a volt lower than on an upload. Or you're going to have to use a shorter cable or a thicker wire. Okay, at idle here we've got roughly around between 18 to 20 watts when I'm not doing anything. And I'll go run a speed test again here. That's a Google speed test. It was a little bit faster just a minute ago. Let's go ahead and do that again. It's about a 180 just a minute ago. There it is now. I get a lot of variation. That's with 18 volts. So we're going to drop this down to, let's go down to 14.4. This is with the 5 meter 18 gauge cable. That's at input of 14.4 volts. Still working. And let's drop this down to 13.2. Again, we're sitting here roughly around 19 watts to 20 at idle. You see here, there he goes up to 33 watts, 38 watts. And that's when it's doing this. Really, to be proper, I'd need to run a whole bunch of them. So what I'm measuring is kind of hokey in the sense that you're going to get a huge variation. I just want to see how low this will go and still do something. There's 12 volts. It's sitting there around 19 watts at idle. I got a better satellites in view. Ooh, doesn't necessarily like the upload. Look, it's drawing 41 watts. And it's kind of like, ooh, it's not doing anything. That's fascinating. Got 12 in here. Let's redo that again. Cancel it, retry. Can't be completed. We're going to retry again and start at a higher voltage. Come down because the upload croaked at 12 volts. That's the input voltage to a 5 meter line. So now we've got 13 volts on the input of the 5 meter line that's 18 wire gauge, and oh, we're cooking with gas there. Let's see, it's drawing, went up to 40 watts for a second, down to 30. So that's at 13 volts input to the 13 5 meter wire. So let's go down to 12.7 and try it. It's Okay. Here's the download. It's drawing about 40 watts right now. Upload, it's only about 4 to 5. So it's got a wimpy upload and a good download. And let's go down here to 12.3, say. That's 12.4. Test it again. It's drawing 35 watts, 39 watts right now to 25. There's a wimpy upload. Let's go to 12.2 volts. Good download. Drawing 40 watts right now. And ooh, it's trying to draw 40 watts here. Interesting. Look at that. No upload. Ooh, test cannot be completed. Network problem. Fascinating. So let's go to 12.3 volts. Retry again. I'm going to have to stop the video and see if I can reconnect the Wi-Fi. Okay. Reconnected the Wi-Fi. Ooh, I didn't like that. Got this set to 12.3, and we got a download this time, and kind of a wimpy upload. Let's try that again. I had to reconnect the Wi-Fi because it dropped it just a second ago. Click on the icon, it lost the link. It's at 12.3 volts in. Let's go to 12.2 again. I'm using this. This is slightly less because it's going through the shunt. On 35 watts. Ooh, look at that upload. It's drawing 30 to 39 watts right now. So it's like the upload gets goofed up at the lower voltages. Let's try that again. Ooh, it dropped out. So it doesn't like 12.2 volts input to a 5 meter 18 gauge wire. I'll click on the icon to restart it, the Wi-Fi. Still is, oop, didn't like that. Let's go to 12.3. I might have to go up higher and come back down. Let's go to 12.4. So I lost the Wi-Fi link to 12.2 volts. It went up to 12.3, and I'm clicking on the Wi-Fi button. I see STARLINK, but it will not connect. So it's got a little bit of history, so I'm going to go up to 12.4 volts. I might have to go up higher and come back down. Okay, I got it set to 12.4. And I've got the Wi-Fi, turned it on and off on the laptop. And it worked that time. Let's go to 12.3. Get a huge variation because you get the different satellites, and then you've got let's see if it does upload. Probably have to run hundreds of tests to figure out what's really going on here. So it worked that time. Let's go to 12.2. Even the dog's not happy. So we're at 12.2 volts, and it worked. Let's go to 12.1. It's drawing 35 watts now. And the upload's actually working. Let's go to 12. We're in the fuzzy area of being marginal. It's drawn 41 watts at 12 volts input. And I think the upload's croaked. It's drawn 42, 45 watts, 40 watts, 30 watts. Dancing around here. And it bombed out. So what I've been doing is going through is when it loses the Wi-Fi, I've had to go up here and click off and then back on again, because it won't. Once it's dropped, I have to go through and re-establish the connection up here when I've dropped the voltage out. So I've got this set to 12.5, and I just clicked on. Let's see if it says it's connected. There you go. That's with 12.5 volts.
So it seems like what it does, it drops out. The upload uses more power, and so that's when it tends to poop out. So if you're down this marginal area, you can go a little bit lower. Just for kicks, let's just go up to the 35 volts. Let's go to 30 volts here. There's the shunt, there's the connection here. This is the cable that's 18 wire gauge.